Hello, my name's Flink. This is... Sorry. This is where you like this. Not talking. Sorry. People are talking to me, and they need to stop. This is why you like this. This is actually my second recording of this because I had the computer audio being recorded while we're doing this, which then you won't be able to hear me, so I had to turn that off. I'm dumb that way. So you might not be able to hear the audio now. I do have my thing turned up really, really loud, so hopefully you do hear it. This is pretty much the final version of our game. There's some bugs, but finished. The other thing I want to go over is I don't know how this is being recording exactly. The game doesn't want to fit. I have dual monitors at home, and it looks like it's hanging off of my monitor on my screen. I don't know how it looks in the recording. So a part of it might be cut off, but that's okay because I can explain things. So there's a lot of visual things that might look weird, and that's because it's my fault. It's my computer's fault, not the game's fault. It actually works perfectly fine on the school computers. It's just because I have dual monitors. So let's get into it now that I've explained.
Hello, player. Welcome to Why Are You Like This? We are very excited for you to play and enjoy our game. We just made it and are looking forward to your reaction. This game requires...
Okay. Hopefully you picked that up. Hopefully the mic picked that up. There's a lot of things happening right now. So let's talk about this. First off, I think there's a typo. There's some typos in here that I have fixed. They just haven't been put in, and we needed to put forth something by Sunday, so it's going to have typos. Don't worry about it. The other thing is that I'm going to explain a little thing about Godot and what it likes. It doesn't like audio or text. For some reason, all text looks weird, and it doesn't like any audio. Getting the audio even in Godot was a whole process. We had to so Godot only takes WAV files. So I exported all of the audio as WAV files from my computer, and then there were waves, and then they downloaded them or took them off of this flash drive we put them on, and Godot wouldn't take them even though they're waves, but then we put the waves into an online wave converter, and then it worked. So Godot is really weird and doesn't like audio. So getting all of this to work was a really big thing, and so it might not make a little bit of sense with some of the stuff. So I say this part, I'm pointing with my finger, this part, because I get cut off by Eli, and if it was going just on its own, it would be fine, but the only way we could get the audio to work, and not skip over, because originally we had it like that, but Casey couldn't figure out why it just kept skipping over some of the audio, and so we realized it's only going to work with the button click, so that's why it's going to be a little weird. Also, the game is like really laggy because my computer can't handle it. So there's going to be some weird stuff happening.
What are you doing? I'm trying to introduce them to the game.
I apologize. I clicked too hard on the button. Skipped over what Eli said. He says penis because he's a child. And then I get cut off because my audio gets cut off. There was a big problem with editing audio because when we recorded audio, we did it all kind of in one take, and Eli and Casey don't know anything about DV stuff and recording stuff, and they didn't leave enough room behind all of us, so like I would be finishing mine, and then Eli would start, and Eli would be finishing his, and then Casey would start, so all of our audio gets a little choppy at the end because we don't give each other enough time to speak. Which is my fault. I should have explained. It was just already a hassle getting it set up and recording with them because they're children and they can't record something for more than 5 seconds. The other thing is that the audio sounds echoey, and that's because we did it in a very echoey room. Couldn't do it in the DV lab, which has no echo because it's soundproof. Unfortunately, there's always people in there, and it was already a hassle recording it with these two, so that wasn't happening. I didn't realize the green screen room was also soundproof, I guess. It's not echoey, I should say, so we should have done it in there, but didn't realize. So maybe next semester, because we want to finish the game, we'll probably redo the audio.
Well, that's boring. Just let them play. Get them in already.
Do I have to be here for certain? Is that a thing that's...
The other thing that's wrong with the audio is that the AC is loud in a room that's so echoey, so you hear the AC, which is why it also sounds really weird. There's a lot of problems with the audio. It's the one thing I'm ashamed of. That I did.
Casey, shut the up. Yes, you have to be here. Did you make the game too? Then you have to be here. Wait a minute. Did I just get beat?
There's also this weird audio thing that's happening where it sounds like it's skipping, or it sounds like, what's the word I'm looking for? Choppy. I don't think that's the game's fault. I think that's my computer's fault, not being able to run the game. Because I think it sounds totally fine with headphones on in the comments. I don't know. I didn't listen to it in the comments. Eli did, and... Oh, he put this one in. That's weird. He might have fixed things. I'm unaware. I'm not sure. Casey... No, he didn't. I don't know why I'm thinking he did when I just tried to record this and already saw errors. I just did this right, I guess. So, yeah, so there's some problems with it all. I didn't save those problems for him, I just kind of re-put them in, so I'm gonna have to look at all of them again. Sorry, I'm thinking. So don't worry about the choppiness in audio. That might be my computer's fault. It's coming out of speakers right now, which it probably sounds better with headphones. You just won't be able to hear it if I do it with headphones, so apologies.
Yes, you did.
What the You can say penis, but I can't actually cuss? That's wow, can't even say That's stupid.
That's just how I sound in real life. If that censored noise was a thing in real life, and it happened every time you cussed, this part right here is just how I would sound all the time. Anyways, moving on.
Well, I mean, penis is just part of the anatomy.
Shut up.
That's pretty dumb.
Well, looks like you're just gonna have to watch your mouth.
Shut the up. I'm not doing that. Fine. Let's just move on.
Yeah, it's definitely not the game, because it just got more choppy now that I've played it again. I think it's just my computer not being able to run it.
Eli, do you want to explain this?
It also,
Can't even say
also doesn't do that a lot, where it takes too long for us to get to the next part where the audio starts playing. It wasn't a problem back at school. Definitely my computer. Have to reiterate that, because I don't want you to think that there's something wrong with our game. Even
sure, these are the characters you can play as. You can go ahead and read through their info and decide on which one you want to be.
Even though there is some stuff like this. I realized last recording that he doesn't say this. He says something else, and so I might have to redo that for another day, though. So now we get to choose our character. I'm going to play as me, because it's my favorite. They all have this character description on who they are and why they're taking this journey and their abilities, so that you can decide on who you want to be based on that. Oh, these are still not the correct character selection sheets. He still hasn't put those in. Okay. There's still some stuff missing and stuff we have to fix, so let's
Cool, that's a great choice.
Let's be me.
Do you even know which one they picked? Do we know that?
I mean, technically no, because we were way too lazy to program that in. We can at least pretend. Like, come on, Casey, why'd you ruin it?
Why did you have to ruin it?
Sorry, it was clean.
That's another word.
No, we need to finish this. Come on, let's go to the castle to get your quest.
Hello, my loyal adventurers. I have gathered you here in my luxurious castle to give you a long and perilous journey. My arch-enemy and enemy of the kingdom, Demon Lord Slut, has recently traveled into the future and has brought back an evil item that could destroy the kingdom and all of Repetition. This item is said to create storms, summon monsters of chaos, and give him immense power. This item is called the Mystical Cat.
There's a period there because this is a different sentence. Let's go ahead and explain this bit. This is the king. We had a friend of ours do the voice. Unfortunately, this little bit with the king is out of order, which is my fault because I didn't explain to Casey exactly how the order should have gone, and I recorded a part that I just shouldn't have recorded. So there's a lot of bits that are wrong with this, but for now it works and it's fine. Also, you notice that the text moved on without me clicking is because the audio, we recorded that whole thing without stopping, but the text, all of the text didn't fit in this green box, so we had to cut it up. So that's the thing. That's the only reason why the audio sounds so clean as well, unlike the others, and why we had to click is because all of those audios we had to cut up, but this one was just one full recording, which if we would have done it in one full recording, this might have worked better with the changing of text. We would just have to take a really long pause, or slow down our talking. So we might find some more solutions to this if we recorded the audio better. So we'll find out probably next semester if we do finish this game.
Oh my god, no one gives a let's just skip through this.
So this is the part that I'm talking about. This is this little bit that goes between me and Casey. The king talks all the way to this part where he starts to explain the enemies and what's to come out there in the world, and that's the part that I'm supposed to skip through. It's the most important part that ends up helping the player, but it's out of order because I'm like, let's just skip through this. There's nothing important. And Casey, I say let's skip through this, and Casey was like, "Didn't you write this?" Like, I'm like, "Yeah, but there's nothing important. I just kind of wrote whatever." And that's not true. It actually is important because it can help the player win, but unfortunately, he actually put that in because we were supposed to be talking over that part, was the bit of it, but I didn't explain that very well to Casey, so it's a little bit like that. It's a little bit out of order, because then once I cut back into the king, he says, "Remember everything that I just told you, because it's going to be very important on your journey." And then once he stops talking, I'm like, oops, because I forgot, and now I skipped through something that's really important, and they're not going to know. But it's out of order, so it doesn't really make sense. But that's how it was supposed to go.
Didn't you write this?
I mean, yeah, but who cares? There's so much and I just kind of wrote whatever. It's boring, it's fine. He says nothing important anyways.
This strange item is very powerful, and if somehow we are able to take them from Sloot, we can use it to prosper the land of repetition. So, my quest for you, my daring travelers, is to reach the evil castle of Demon Lord Sloot and retrieve this powerful item. On your journey, you will face many dangerous enemies.
So this is the part.
The apprentice does 2 damage, the knight does 3 damage, the shadow... You have to be careful, my adventurers, and remember everything that I have told you. Good luck, and make your king and kingdom proud.
As you heard, the text was super sped up because we were supposed to be talking over it, and the button clicking in the background was supposed to be me, like, skipping over his audio, which is why it's speeding up. Unfortunately, it's out of order, so it doesn't really make sense, but that's how it was supposed to be. So hopefully we'll fix it next week if we have time. We also have a lot of finals going on, so this just might be the final version. We might fix it next semester. But it's still a really good game, and it's still a really good finish, so let's...
Oops.
Yeah.
That's an oof.
Wow. Good job. Now they'll never know what he said and never know what to do.
There's typos. There's so many typos because I fixed them, but we haven't put them in yet.
You didn't even read what I wrote for him, did you?
No, I didn't, but it was a lot of effort.
Oh, thanks, Eli. I thought you cared. Did you read it, Casey?
Totally no.
Wow. Thanks, guys. Anyways, whatever. They can figure it out, and we can help them. Anyways, let's let them get started. Welcome to the forest in land of... that's a lot of R's repetition. This is where your journey will begin.
At the end of the forest is where the boss is. Fight him, beat him, win the game, do your thing. I don't know.
Casey, why didn't you tell me it was on the west side of the forest? I gotta follow the big path. That's why I put it there. That's why it's there. It's in the tile map for a reason.
So, this little bit is supposed to tell you how to get to the boss fight. You follow this big main path all the way west. There's a eventually when we get out of this cutscene, there'll be a little compass at the bottom, so you'll be able to tell where's west. So you just follow this path. So let us continue.
You!
That was loud.
His name is Demon Lord Sloot. Why can't you use the stronger names that me and, not to mention, you wrote?
Brain machine, it no work go.
It no work.
Of course.
Okay. So that's the music that we wrote on our own. Ooh, that game kind of broke there for a second. And it's currently breaking. It's probably a computer not wanting to run. There we go. So, this is the first fight, and you get this little thing. I will turn it back up. It's broken because my freaking computer can't run this game. Hello?
You click on the buttons. They do damage or heal. Figure it out.
We skip through Eli's. Eli's tells you that your health's up here, the enemy's health's down here, and your attacks are down here. My game is my computer's having a heart attack. Just give it a minute.
Once the enemy dies, the fight is over. You can continue on your way to the boss.
Good luck.
Okay. So now we can fight. Sorry. Can't see the attacks because they're cut off. I don't know if they're cut off for you. See, it's Apprentice. So I do have to turn it up just a tad bit so that you can hear. They all have... We made the music ourselves. It sounds bad because we're recording in a non-echoed room, like I said, but it's really funny. So these are the attacks. They all have animations. The animations are currently not playing for some strange reason.
Hold on a minute. Just let me aim. Got it.
So also, if you just heard, all of our, we recorded things specially for the attacks as well. So.
Unlocked.
And they have little animations that do a cute thing, and they hurt them. It's really cute. Let's do volley.
I wish it was volleyball instead.
So dumb. Okay, we have failed juggling.
No!
Oh, I was having a heart attack. It's not. It works totally fine on the computers in the comments. I promise. It's just my computer can't load. But yeah. Also, the audio for the attacks are a little bit off in the animations, but that's okay. But the animations all are really, really good.
Magic Gathering.
Come on, play the animation. It is having a strong. Oh. There you go. That's Magic Gathering. It summons a dragon and attacks him. That's Gust. It's just a fan. And that's Entertain. He shoots a little magic ball. I'll do a slap. It turns and slaps them and heals them. Okay, so this is the game. We have coins now, and a pay to heal. Apparently not a pay to revive. Oh, this isn't good. It doesn't help my game's having a stroke. That's his attack. He throws a little magic ball. Sorry, I'm trying to actually get through this. I might not get to the boss fight, which would be a little bit sad, and I wouldn't be able to show you. Okay, actually, I'm not gonna. I was gonna go show you some of the other audio, but I don't have time to do that because I need to get to the boss fight before I die. Damn. It's so meaty, my computer can't handle it. Come on. I'm trying to sped. Dang it. It's so laggy. It's not the game's fault. It's my computer. My computer has so much stuff on it. That's why I can't run this. My computer is not very good. So, I keep reiterating because I don't want you to think that our game sucks. Because I'm actually very proud of it. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. Almost there. Dang it. Heal, because I gotta keep us alive long enough. I'm not sure if you put in the pay to revive if somebody dies, which I don't think is unlocked yet is the thing. You can pay to bring them back to life, unless that's what pay to heal does. I'm not sure. I wasn't there when the two of them did that. I should be. We might not make it. Sorry, I'm very quiet because I'm trying not to die. I will heal before the boss fight. I will pay to heal before the boss fight. Gosh dang it. I'm actually really enjoying this. Not to be like, it's my game, look how fun I'm having. I'm actually very, it's tense because I'm like, I don't want to die yet. I want to show you the boss. I don't want to die yet. So it's actually really fun. Which is quite important. It still plays the audio once you exit a fight. But it's funny, so it's fine. Oh, actually, that was a rock. Yeah. Yeah, so some things that you interact with have things on them that are just like, why did you think that was a thing? Just move on. I have time to show you. I'm just trying to get to the boss before I actually die. Because I would like to show you the boss. Before I die. Come on. Thank you. So you may be asking why there's coins involved, which I would be, because there's no need for coins in our game yet. In the final boss of the final game with everything in it, the sci-fi and the fourth wall breaking boss actually costs money to use your attacks. So, you're allowed to... So you collect coins throughout the other two games, in order to defeat him. Go ahead and pay to heal. Oh, I don't remember where I just came from. Gosh darn it. Ah, we're all healed. So, that worked. So. The great thing about the way we have the fighting set up is that it does get a little tedious after a while to press, buttons. So you just want to like spam click one button. But if you're not strategic, you will die before reaching the boss, which we have discovered on multiple occasions. So I don't know what that was. Jesus Christ. It really is like Pokemon. I'm just like, stop. I need a repel. But it is fun. I do want to reiterate that I'm actually enjoying myself. That this is definitely something that I could just play for a while when I'm bored. Have something else playing, like music or a TV show in the background while watching. Jesus. My game is breaking. At some point I do. Jesus. Come on. Come on.
Whole new level of fighting.
Sorry. Come on. Sorry, it's
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a...
loudness. It's back.
Are you prepared to perish?
You did great, just to let you know before you die.
Nice knowing you. Yet, not really, though.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead and enter. Come up. God, I'm so mad I can't cuss.
Okay, we'll just go ahead and heal. There it is.
I arrived right here. Know that bad king did not have the... I went to the future to get these things, and he can't have them. If you want them, you will have to defeat me for them.
I skipped over him saying the item name. It was a really long pause there, which was weird. But he says it, sorry. Apologies. And we can turn that down again. That's a thing that I don't think was... there again. Okay, that was weird. So here we go. We're gonna fight the boss. Probably going to lose. Oh, yes. His animations are amazing. That was Lamageddon. All of his attacks have, like, names and stuff. So he hits us with lambs. And he hits us with fire. And he hits us with a time attack. Hits us with fireballs. Uses a time attack. We're gonna go ahead and heal. Hits us with an ultimate lamb attack. So, he has, I don't remember how much health. So he has 1,000. I'm gonna be actually really surprised if I win. Oof, this is really laggy. The animations take so much effort from my computer that it's like, can't handle this. Also, the audio takes a lot to go ahead and slam. Come on. I'm really focused right now. I'm sorry I'm not talking much. This happens when I play games. I just don't say anything for a while. Thank you. Come on. just stay here. Sorry, that was my sister who walked in. Anyways, we'll go back to fighting. She walks in talking, and I'm like, shh, she doesn't see me or hear me apparently, because she just keeps talking. Forgot to tell her that I was going to record her now. Didn't expect her to walk in with a cat. Jesus Christ. You can do it, computer, I believe in you. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. My computer is having a stroke. There we go. You can do it. I believe in you. Sleep. Come on. I don't know what's happening right now.
You did. Congratulations. You did. Wait a minute. What happened? Congratulations. Congratulations.
Not supposed to happen. Just gonna take a picture of that. Oh. Okay, well, it's currently broken right now. It's just fine. He says congratulations. I wanted to show the credits though. And then things start to break, and then Casey's like, what did you do, Eli? And then the game breaks and you're supposed to go into sci-fi, but we don't have that yet, so it goes straight to credits. If I could show you the credits. Jeez. I cannot. Okay, well. If it works, somehow, I'll let you know. It's not supposed to do this. I don't know why it's doing this. There might be a bug. It might be my computer. Who knows? I have to show Casey and be like, why is it doing this? That's the thing. So, I also think it skipped over a part. I don't think it did. Also realized there was, hurt noises that we have that aren't in the game yet either. That might just be because it got lost in all the audio files, but that's fine. That's it for now. Sorry that it broke like this. But that's our game, and it actually is really good. So, thank you for watching. That's this sprint and this game, and hopefully things will be fixed before the playtest, and then we can fix it up even more later. But it's been a hard weekend for Casey, and this is what we got, so thank you for watching.